Hello and welcome to episode 6 of our Autumn Court campaign. So in the last episode, we moved up into the north and we finally took out the last Winter Court nation. So there are no longer any Winter Court nations that are independent on the face of this planet. Now there are still, of course, provinces that we need to convert and colonize, but that will come in time. There's no way to rush that down any faster. So I believe we are still coring all of these provinces over here in the east. And that's important because we want to develop the province of Eordand up to 14 to complete one of our missions. So we are going to kind of hang tight here for a second and see what goes down. Now we could take military tech. I'm not going to take it early though, because it will make unbalanced research with our admin group and with the militech. I'd rather not pay for that overextension. As for looking around the area, we're actually kind of at a point where we can do whatever we want. So we need to just start getting claims on everybody around us and preparing for some rather large wars to finish off this section of the world. I think the best way to do that is, yeah, we already have claims there. Let's get claims on both Strutmar and Trimgarb. I think that will be able to help us out. And now that I'm looking at my outline there, we can actually revoke some land from the estates, so we will go ahead and do that as well. Okay, so colonialism has not spawned. That's odd. And it's a plus 15% tech cost. How has it not spawned? Weird. Okay, well, I'm not in any rush to take Tech 9. No one else around me has taken it, so we will do so at our leisure. Once we can also take admin tech, which shouldn't be too long. Now we are making 1.34 ducats a month. It's not a lot. Our explorer has returned. So in the last episode, I believe it was, we took exploration ideas. We are now exploring all around us, and we have found the nation of Harath. Going to be our rival moving forward. Yeah, they're looking pretty weak right now. They probably have a decent army, but they're going to be a lot of techs behind us. As long as we move forward at a decent clip, we'll be okay. Keep on exploring. Merchants are worried? No, not. You're not allowed to be worried. And we have converted the province of Arakaprun, once a center for the the Spring Court. That's the word. Now it's Farazg. I don't know where that province is, but it's Summer Court province, which is odd. I didn't think we had any of them. Let's find that province, shall we? Farazg. Actually up here. How did you... Okay. Well, let's enforce religious unity, make that go a little bit faster, and we can probably, yes, take that edict off down in the south. Make sure we take all of our edicts off. That's probably for the best. And perfect. I will gladly take the admin points because that gives us enough to take admin tech 8, or sorry, admin tech 7, which gives us another idea group. We'll of course go ahead and take military tech. There's no reason not to. Now, as for our next idea group, there is a lot of arguments to be made for a lot of different idea groups, obviously. I mean, that's kind of how having multiple idea groups works. But I think we're going to go for admin. And the reason I choose admin is, I guess I'll let you guys know, the kind of game plan here is to own at least all of this northern continent by the end of the run. So we're going to core a lot of provinces. So I think it's going to be worth going admin. The problem is we would be going admin into expansion. So it'd be 2 admin groups in a row, but that's okay. We can't afford expansion yet. We can't afford all these colonists, so I don't think it's worth going down that branch yet. We'll start on admin. We probably won't be taking an idea group in it for a while. I want to finish up the region and then also have enough to take tech. Is the word I was looking for. Alright, so we have the claims on you. I didn't mean to pull back my by there. I'll do so now. Could take a naval doctrine. Go ahead and take ship trade power. Only going to get more expensive as time moves on. And the galley combat ability is not really worth it. We're going to be building a heavy fleet as soon as we get a chance to. What's unfortunate about this region of the world is there isn't any gold mines. No gold mines, so that unfortunately makes it to where we can't just have one province that really funds our nation. We have a new ruler. He's a 532. I believe we are good when it comes to here. Not really. I'll spend the money. We need an heir. Let's go with a sure, charismatic sorcerer, a 662. Wow, very strong, very strong. Unfortunately, our current ruler is Craven, so we'll lose that morale of armies, but we should be all right in the long run here. I'm surprised, yeah, that these rebels haven't risen up yet. Kind of expecting them to. Looks like they are getting close to doing so, and then we get to pick our target. Don't know who I want to go after. Pelamar is a good idea. Yeah, I think Pelamar is the play. We fight the least amount of people. Actually, no, we fight the least amount of people as Karen Call. Interesting. Okay. So if I declare on Karen Call, then I can bring Sidipur into the war. I can force Sidipur to break their relationship with Strutmar, leaving it as just Strutmar, Trimgarm, and Pelamar against me. Now, Trimgarm is allied with the same people, so I force Sidipur to break here. I can co-belligerize them, and then I can eat these two nations in one war. That is the current plan that I think we're going to go with. We are actually making good money now. 4.5 ducats. Very, very nice. We're actually over our army force limit. I think we'll be all right. We'll keep it there for now. Dimmerkurt gets development reduction. I'm not going to develop it, so no thanks. Honorable people, yes, we sure are very honorable. That's how I would describe us. Honorable. All right, so we've got 8 development, 4, 10. They're probably going to pop up on this province, and they did, and we did not move in time. We did reinforce, and we took them out. All that really matters. Religion in Letamener, Autumn Court. Sure. Now, do we have a... we don't have a religious strength guy. That's okay. Convert Latimer and get it that way. And where's that? That's in this province. Go ahead and force religious unity. Get rid of it up here in the north, was it? Yes. No more religious unity for you. You are all converted. Alright, we have 20... I think it was like 29,000 troops. 28, 29. So let's go ahead and move south and prepare for war. We're going to just get a truce with everybody, so that way no coalitions can spawn. That's the best way to fight coalitions. You simply avoid them at all costs. Oh, no allies, please. Not interested. Do we have a morale advisor? That is unfortunate. I am going to grab level 1 admin advisor. We need the admin points. Just the way. Growth of the port of Arakapru. Well. Well. Let's wait a second here. May be able to get this pretty, oh, we're not going to get it in time. Is there any province I can exploit development on? Yes, this one. 104 crowns. Perfect. Thank you. Go to Arakaprun. Where were you? You upgrade it to level 2, so now it's a coastal center trade entrepot, and then it turns into a free world port. So we saved 800 ducats-ish there. Spent 200. Definitely worth it. Like 100%. Diplo? Yeah, no. I really need that Navy morale. Really need it. Not worth falling behind. Nope. Go ahead. Let's go to war here. We don't need to co-belligerize. How much percentage are you? Too big. Too big. Okay. We'll stick to the plan. Declare war for sure. We will move on in. Drop down to speed 4 here for just a second. Yeah, move forward. Country. Let me grab another general. And we'll make our ruler a mage. We'll throw him on siege. Idea? He has a siege pip. Now, if we're looking at navies, we should be able to defeat them are pretty strong when it comes to navy. Well, actually, yeah, if we get this admiral out, I don't think they're going to have a chance against us. We'll move down there eventually. There we go. Now we will use our explorer. Oh, wait, no, go back. it was in the right spot. Let's leave, I don't know, 5 troops here, and then send these 16 up north to intervene. Not intervene. To meet the Citaparan troops. I can't remember the word. Words are hard. Did you know that? Oh, okay. Siege going along fine. They're not going to get out in time, so they're dead. Thank you for playing. Goodbye. Oh, no stack life. Did they take Tech 9? Nope. Just bad rolls, I suppose. Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. In the meantime, we can continue to get more claims up here in the north, since we will be full annexing them relatively soon. I guess we can actually send these 15k, or 16k, over into Citapar. Start to deal with them. No reason to hold back any longer. They can't get out if we occupy Colton, so that'll be a good way to keep them trapped. I'd rather not have to siege down both of these forts. We'll see. And of course, they got access to them as soon as I said they don't have access to them. Imagine that. All right, so we are moving up. We're going to intervene. We're not intervene. I don't know why I want to keep saying intervene. We are going to engage. That is a good word. That's a word I'm looking for. We are here to engage the enemy troops. I mean, like, yeah, you could sit there all day. You could also just die. Also an option. We seem to go with option B, which I appreciate that. Alright, let's go siege these guys down. Actually, we'll send these 13k to try and hunt down Karnkal's troops. I can't actually move there. That's kind of sad. Wait for them to lock in. Okay, they're locked. And they're going to get away. I messed up my movement. Delayed salaries? Yes, we must pay the troops. Unfortunately, you do have to pay people for working. That is how a job works. Can't just have them work for free. Not really how we roll. We do have some rebels that have popped up over in the territory we just conquered. I think we'll be alright there. Wow, this is going to take a while. Yes, let's send you guys over. You don't all need to be on that province. Okay, for a second there, I didn't think that was going to be a stack wipe, and I was like, really? That is surprising. Perfect. Now we will move on in. Citapar is actually at war with a bunch of people. Ooh, that's good for us. This is good. Yep, we want them all fighting each other. Especially because Pelamar is not involved in this war, so if Strutmar doesn't want to defend Pelamar, then I will instantly declare war on them. Always have to be ready to jump onto your enemies in their moment of weakness. Let's actually try and make sure that we are the ones that are in charge of the seat of their capital. Our admin advisor died already. That's kind of sad. I like literally just hired him. Yeah, let's go reinforce. Okay. That's probably it for Sidpar. We could maybe sue them for peace if we wanted a white peace. I don't really want a white peace at the moment. I think we will keep fighting the good fight. This gives us a chance to look at Sleagle's general, and they are still at 3916. We will have to be wary of them. The wars don't want to let them get with their allies and then use that really good general against us. Alright, and this should finish up these troops. Where are you retreating to? Yes, that's a stack wipe. That's the war. Beautiful. So let's pull off troops. We're going to send this group to deal with the rebels that are very rudely sieged down our country when we're at war. They could have waited, at least. That would have been the respectful thing. And we are, again, out of manpower. Classic. Yes, we will take Admin Tech 8, and now we will just core things and take ideas for a little bit. Good, wouldn't it? that happening. You can get a new government reform. Mercantile tithe, ability, zealous administrators, and subservient bureaucrats. I'm not worried about corruption. Stab cost modifier is nice. Nice, but we don't really lose stab enough to make that worth it. So it's yearly army tradition or global trade power. I almost always go with mercantile tithe, so let's choose divine nobility instead. That yearly army tradition will be pretty nice considering our army tradition has been kind of bad so far. And I would like that to be good, believe it or not. I'm going to claim on this province. I'm hoping that these rebels are able to declare independence and then I can instantly just jump on them and fully annex them. Now, Sidpar, you break your alliance with Stretmar and him. Give me money. Thank you. Have a nice day, my friend. Not friend. Really? Not friend at all. Then this war we will be full annexing everything. 91 admin. We can't afford to do that right away, but I'd rather not waste any more manpower on the war. So go ahead and we will fire that away. And we have pushed farther south. Yes, yes, yes. There are always rebels that always want to do bad things to us, even though we are the good guys, alright? We'll just don't see that yet. We'll force them to see it, don't worry. Now, we do have 81% control of the trade here. Let's go ahead and transfer trade instead of collecting in Eordand. Right? And then we will protect trade down here. And that should make us some more money. So let's check. Trade goes from 8.89 over to 8.9. So it doesn't make that big of a difference, but big enough for me. Alright, these guys will take care of the rebels that spawn up here in the south. We're good to fire that back on up to 35. No reason not to be. We are a couple thousand men in the hole when it comes to manpower, but not really a problem. The men will come back, right? We don't have a choice. So, this has gone too far, but what else could we expect from the scoundrel Soned Talanar I of Trimgar? Last night, our Ardra Menaran I survived an assassination attempt by the skin of his teeth. For once, we give thanks for his skittish disposition, because without it, the poisoned dagger surely would have found its target. The guards managed to capture the would-be killer, and after some encouragement from our interrogator, we now know exactly who to blame. Alright, so we get a CB. Not like, fantastic, but it's not bad. I'll take it. Alright, and that is those rebels taken care of. Now, of course, I am going to want to state all of this, but not enough admin to do that at the moment. There we go. We have converted another province. Oracron. Let's find Oracron. Go ahead and enforce religious unity. Converted. Turn religious unity off down here. Just trying to do this as fast as possible since we only have one missionary. We do have to kind of min-max it a little bit to be efficient. Okos rebels are going to be popping up next. That's fine. Deal with them. We actually have 330 ducats on it. Let's start investing in our economy. Start to scale that up now that we have a little bit of disposable income. Now, oh, those rebels took a lot out of us. We lost. That's the thing about rebels. You lose way more manpower. Way more manpower to rebels than you will in almost any war. Unless you're just being like pretty dumb with how you're doing everything. Like sometimes, yeah, you have to take the attrition. You just don't have a choice. But most of the time, you don't. And rebels just absolutely obliterate your. I suppose part of that might be because when you fight other countries, you're probably looking for a big advantage, which means odds are you're fighting people that are below your military tech. But when you fight your own rebels, they're probably your tech. They could be lower, but for the most part, probably not. Elamar, both of your allies will join. Not for long. We'll keep an eye on that. Conquest against Murd Cathar. Oh, wow. Okay. Rigorous researchers, very nice. That's kind of scary. Fort 121. Yeah, you are a problem. Let me go ahead and send a warning over to you. If you declare war on Pelamar, I will absolutely obliterate you. Don't you dare. But that does mean that we're going to have to fight Pelamar and Strutmar legit, but it's okay. We shall survive. Alright, Snekgrim up here. Can't speed that up yet. I'd like to go in war with Pelamar, but again, going into a war with no manpower is risky, to say the least. Sure, we'll take that. If we can get up to our first idea to get the plus 10% infantry combat ability, it'll be much better. We can go National Unrest. That doesn't bother me. Could take Tech and get an advancement there. I don't think it's worth it, though. Tech 10's not very good. Instead, I think we fake state this, encourage development, and get that up to 14? I believe it's 14, yes. And that is a mission fulfilled. So, aftermath of the Rendruni's conquest. Beyond our ancestral lands is the most cursed and frozen land inhabited by those who ignorantly worship the forces of their own destruction. Far worse than that, the Snekboth dare to bring and intensify the winter against us, invading our lands, hoping to seize them for themselves. It is good that those days have ended, for our warriors were proven superior. The lands of Igard, Yorgashire, Slegal were all thawed of their wintry grasp by the warmth of autumn. We must remain vigilant. The threat of their wintry idolatry remain deadly. Our strongholds and our claimed lands must be secured against any icy incursion. 1 base manpower in that province, and then some points. Means we can also resume the Hibernal Crusade. Now that our holds in the north are secured, we must not rest and wait for them. We must strike at the heart of winter and end this madness. We already did that. We just had to be at war with someone who's Snekboth, which is a winter court, or we had to just wipe the winter court off the map. And we did that. So we now gain minus 10% land maintenance modifier, minus 0.05 monthly war exhaustion, and plus 5% movement speed for 25 years. I love movement speeds. I would gladly take it. And then we can also tame the Savage North. If we are to end the hated winter once and for all, we must ensure that the Snekboth will no bolster its destructive forces. I think it's supposed to say no longer bolster. Their lands must be seized, for we must be vigilant and ensure that their vile practices end here. And that's to kill all of the Winter Court nations, which we did. It gives us claims on land that we already own. Fine. But yeah, three missions right there. Bing, bing, boom. All done. Now, we just need to kill Pelamar, or this side. And then we need Lone North, which means we need all provinces in the Rundarees region. Which is, we go to the region tab, this. That might take a little bit. Now, when we take out Pelamar, the Pretenders of Pelamar, we get an event. Demands of the Doman Drop. I don't know what that does. I don't know if, like, maybe we get to annex land? Like, countries will have to bend the knee? But, yeah. Interesting. Okay. All southern provinces with Snekboth culture must be owned by the nation. Average autonomy is less than 25. So we actually need to state this stuff for our mission tree. So let's go ahead and start doing that. Was that a good excuse as any? All of this will need... No, you guys can get unrest. I don't care. Wow, that's actually a lot of Snekboth culture. That's a lot. We'll have to state all of that all the way down. Which is fine, I suppose. And just when we had a bit of positive manpower, it all goes away again. Very, very cool. As a general down, we can start to drill you and you, I suppose. Harsh life on the ocean, less sailors. Still not interested in taking that tech early. Though it does seem that it has spawned colonialism. We will go ahead and grab colonial ventures, so we now have plus 10% infantry combat ability and plus 10% marines force limit. So, following the invasion and destruction of Dorkert by the Iadath interlopers, Einsteg has risen to the position as the new Autumn Court. While the other Tuathek may contest our status, none fail to see our unique position being defended by the winds and waves of the Glorithil coast. Obscured away from prying eyes, the sword of the Autumn Court will be rebuilt unlike ever before. Drilled in mass phalanx tactics and tested by the unceasing pull of the Cold Sea. With our strong and martial traditions bolstered with our marine lifestyle, all shall be reminded of the might of the Tuathok legions. Very, very cool. And we also have a colonist, which means we get to choose our native policy. I mean, yeah. I'm gonna get rid of the native. That's probably the most efficient thing for us to do. Is it the good thing for us to do? Maybe not, but that's not what I asked. It was the good thing to do, or the efficient thing. I'm already getting mixed up. All right, so I think we want to colonize in this direction, which kind of sucks because because it's Arctic, right? It's not Arctic. Okay, I was worried that it was. This one is, which is less local settler increase. But this province right here, so we will go ahead and send our troops. We will send over, I think we can afford 3,000 troops probably. I hope. I pray. Please. I hope I don't come to regret not having those 3,000 troops. So when we go ahead and grab this province, we will transport them over there and they will take care of the rebels. Because I'm going here instead of south because I know for a fact that we will need to move into this region. This one right here, where all these nations are. And I'm not worried about Harath blobbing. I think the biggest weakness in the plan right now is I don't know where the colonial nations are going to spawn, the ones that spawn in the New World, the adventurer nations. So we may get wrecked by that, by people taking provinces that we should have, but oh well. Just creates more of a challenge for it. Let's just keep on scaling up this economy. Gotta spend money to make money, and that's bad. This ruler sucks. This ruler is bad. I hope he dies soon. He's just straight trash. Just straight trash. Okay, let's continue to core everything up, including this. Gonna make that a very expensive war. I think we're far enough in the episode now where we won't start a new war until the next one. Definitely with this alliance block, probably Strutmar. Take out Strutmar, take out Trimgarb, make our borders look a little nicer. Even though Pelamar would help us in our mission tree, I think it makes more sense to go for these guys up north to make future wars a little bit easier. Now we could take Tech 10. I think I will. I don't have any reason not to. And now that I've spent that, I may save up on Diplo points. Oh, but this Diplo tech's important too. Oh man, too many techs and not enough points. I will get Diplo Tech 9, then we can start to build some heavies. And we can upgrade our caravels. And then I will start to think about developing colonialism. Let's make sure that before we end off here, we grab cannons, cavalry, even though we don't really use cav. So in the future we may put those back down when we have 0, but for now I think we have 2 somewhere. I think that's where we're going to end it off. Again, we're going to be going to war in the next episode. Probably 1 or 2 more episodes, and we will have united our home region. We'll have completed the mission tree for Einzig, and we will move on to the new mission tree. Why can't I remember the name right now? Eordand. Yeah, duh. It's like the entire region is what that's called. Anyways, I'd like to thank you all for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.